Hey everybody, it's morning time, it's raining. This is a lot of people's favorite time to do maintenance in a hoop house. It's super peaceful. May not be the greatest for audio, but welcome to farm life. So today, since we can't work outside, we're fixing to transplant a bunch of tomatoes and harden them off, which means soon they're going to be in here underneath these trellises. Well, if you look, the wire is pretty loose. It's time to get the trellises ready for the season. Let's show you how to adjust it. So this is the Bootstrap Farmer kit. These are 9-inch trellises. The other one on the other side, we crank down all the way at installation, so it's not really able to adjust anymore, which is exactly why we put 2 on either side. So to adjust the turnbuckle, you want to turn it counterclockwise from the wall. So you'll hold on to this yoke, turn counterclockwise, and the 2 studs are going to start pulling in on each other. And they can crank down quite a bit. And what we're looking for is just a little bit of spring on the stainless steel cable, knowing that for every plant, it's roughly 15 to 20 pounds of tomatoes worth of weight, depending on the variety that you plant. When it starts getting tight, I just want to kind of set it a little bit by putting a little bit of leverage. So you can use this to hold the yoke, or if it's not too crazy tight, you can still use your hand and you're still going counterclockwise. The screwdriver just gives you a little bit of mechanical advantage as you're putting extra tension on. And you don't have to hold this other side because it's being stopped by the eye hook. It's nice and tight. While you're here, it'd be nice if you had a ratchet with a deep dish 1/2-inch socket and just give these little locking nuts a little bit of tightness just to make sure it's good for the season. These are already pretty tight. And then while you're here, it's a good time to check your spools. Make sure that you have plenty of line for the end of the season. If you're adding or replacing the J-hook or any of the spools, these come super tight. And I don't like that when you put them on the wire, they don't really move. As you're lowering and leaning them, you want them to slide. So as you're putting them up, just kind of pull those ears apart. Kind of loosens them up. Pretty much good to go for the rest of the season. The other last thing to do before we get our tomatoes planted, it's going to be about 4 weeks before we start needing tomato clips. It's a good time to take inventory and make sure you're going to order these enough for the year. Depending on how many plants, you may need 500, you may need a couple thousand, some people need 5,000. So go ahead and take a look. Make sure we have plenty of tomato clips. Now you're ready for the season. We'll just go through and check each trellis line. All right, so we have a lot more tips and tricks coming down the way as spring is coming out and we're working out here on the farm and in our grow room. Please subscribe and learn as we go.